Welcome to the girls. We're on location today with my two faves, Mom and Louie. Anyway, we're at the Hazleton Art League.
We are.
We're excited because we love to paint. One thing we're good at is art, not singing. I said art, right?
Right, but they don't only have painting here, they have a whole lot more, which my eyes were opened.
It's so fun here. You can be who you want to be.
Absolutely. It's just a building filled with beautiful talent.
Yeah,
We're standing in front of one of the most beautiful things in the building. If you can see it behind us, is a beautiful stained glass piece, and we're going to ask some questions about that and some of the other things. We are here with the director of the Hazleton Art League. This is Mark Peterson, and he is the person that is the I guess let's call you the concierge of the building.
Well, actually, that's not a bad way of describing what I do.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for coming here. This is really an honor to be here in the Hayden Family Center for the Art, where the Hazleton Art League is located. And you mentioned this beautiful stained glass window behind us. This stained glass window was done by Randy Pachance. And Randy Pachance is a woman.
Yes.
And she created this work in her home studio, and it was done in sections, and it was installed here. And there was a big celebration that happened before I came on, and it's really wonderful to see. And it's very positive, it's uplifting. The image is of a tree with its roots in the ground, and so, you know, we're well rooted in Hazleton, and the trunk is strong, and its branches are out, opening, welcoming, sheltering everybody to come in. And then there's a sunburst behind it, which gives us the feeling of light and positivity.
And warmth. I know Randy personally, and you didn't even have to tell me that was her work because she is so talented. She has, she took hours and hours and hours to create that, right?
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Like a year?
She did it in an afternoon.
Oh no.
No, she didn't. No, she
No,
didn't.
she didn't. Maybe she drew on paper what she wanted to create, but I think her husband helped a little bit with it as well. But yeah, she's very, very creative. And I've always wanted to come to the Art League to take some classes, but I just never had the time. So there are so many things you could do here. Do you want to give us like a tour of the place? Because for people who haven't been here, you don't know what you're missing.
First of all, we are in an amazing building that was built in downtown Hazleton in 1909, and it was originally a bank building, and it remained a bank building until Security Savings and Loan left the building. I'm not exactly sure when. I think it was somewhere around 2008, but I would have to be a follow-up on that. So when the building was constructed, it was advertised as the first modern fireproof building in the central coal fields. And so this was at an era when there was a lot of active mining going on in the Hazleton area. And so Broad Street is filled with banks, and all they did then was just dig the coal out of the ground, ship it to places like Philadelphia, and take the money and put it in a building like this. And so for a number of years, it remained vacant, and they were trying to figure out what to do with the building. There was a capital campaign called Banking on the Arts, where they raised about $2 million to fund the renovation of this building and create a center for the arts. And the Hayden family is one of the major contributions. That's why we're known as the Hayden Family Center for the Arts. And they've also been very big partners of the Art League. Mr. and Mrs. Hayden, when they were raising their family, took classes at the old Art League, which is at 225 East Broad Street. Now, the Art League has been around since 1947, and we originally started our home at the Masonic Temple, which was at Green and Church Street at the time. Then in 1950, we moved into a building at 225 East Broad Street, which was owned by George B. Markle III. Years passed, and in 1968, George B. Markle III donated the building to the Art League. More years pass, and then we have the opportunity to move into this building. And this is part of a revitalization of downtown Hazleton. And so we moved into this building between 2019 and 2020, right when the pandemic hit.
Yay.
So it was perfect timing. So we've had a little bit of a slow start, but now we are up and running, and you see all the wonderful things we have going on here.
Well, you mentioned quite a few names going in through this with all of the people who were involved in the actual establishment of the community and the town, and have been very active and very gracious to donate things. And I think the continuation of it is through the cooperation and through the donations and grants and everything, but there is a lot of interest, as we find, with having a television station. We have so much creativity in this area. A lot of people are very talented, untapped talent, and I believe that a lot of it, they'll give them some opportunities here as well.
And sometimes you see that people are cutting back on art in schools. They're cutting back on things that they don't feel are important because we're focused on math and science. But there is such a place for art, and I know the Hazleton Area School District does a great job with providing a lot of different things for a lot of different students, not just those involved in, the academics of math and science.
Right. I know with our clients, our kids who are visually impaired, art is extremely important to them, and often people say to me, well, how do they do it? They can't see. There's so many variations of art that they're able to participate in, and I know we're thankful to be able to participate later this summer with you.
I am really looking forward to that. And one of the things that I've discovered is that don't anticipate the creativity that a person has by what they appear to be on the outside, because you never know. There's so many creative people here in Hazleton. Perhaps you are one of those creative people who would like to come to the Art League. Take a class in drawing, take a class in painting, in sculpture. We have a ceramic studio. We have a stained glass art studio. We've been having classes. One of our classes was cooking and belly dancing combined. Imagine that.
How about that?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly. My belly dancing is more like this, but so it's been one of those wonderful experiences where we've had so many different opportunities. We have classes for kids, we have poetry, we have graphic arts, we've had guitar lessons. I mean, you name it. If it's creative, we're doing it.
Well, the arts is such a broad field. I even saw that you have macrame going on, and in the 70s, if you were alive, macrame was a big thing. We used to make the plant holders and whatever from the macrame.
It's coming back.
So everything that's
Yeah.
old is new again, and art never goes out of style.
This is true. This is true.
And I want to ask you a quick question though, Mark. When I think about coming to the Art League, I might be a little bit like, oh, I'm not a really good artist. Can anyone come in? Do you have to be a master artist to take a class? And or can I be a beginner? It is a little intimidating,
right?
It is. At first, because I think about my own potential. So somebody at home might be saying, well, I'd love to do it, but I don't know if I have that kind of talent. So it's for everybody.
No, I'm kidding. It is, of course.
You're not allowed. If you're not talented, you're out.
Yes. No. Here's the thing. You don't have to be Picasso, Renoir, or anybody like that to have fun at the Art League. I myself am a little rusty when it comes to the art that I like to do, and so I took a class. And I was amazed at how much I progressed with it. It was really something. It was like riding a bicycle. And I had a really great instructor, Jane Klesch-Budkowski. She's one of our artists in residence. She has an open studio here. So if you're a member, it's only $5 to be a part of the open studio. And it's a great time. She comes on Wednesdays, 1 to 4. Now, always check the schedule because that could change. But they've been doing life drawings. As a matter of fact, we have a live model here today who was doing that for the people who participate in that. But the point is, you have to start somewhere. And everything starts with a simple line. You just have to get going.
I'm good at a line.
How can you teach art, though? Isn't it something that's inside of you, and everyone has a different interpretation?
Yes.
So how do you put the teaching part into the creative part?
You teach techniques.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, I want to create an object with shading, right? So how do I do that? Well, okay, draw a circle. So that's the ball. And then you show how to create the shading, and and then you do the shadow over here. So that's a basic thing. And then people are surprised by oh my, it really looks like something. Mm-hmm. And then you can just, I've been amazed at what people do. We have a young gentleman who comes here, he's a member, and he has autism. And some of the art that he does is stunning, and it's without any instruction whatsoever. So he has that innate talent, but everybody has that talent. So don't sell yourself
You
short.
just have to hone in on it.
Find out what your talent is.
I think kids are the best because they don't have all the things in their heads like the adults have. They just come in innocently and they just have fun. They just have fun, and it comes out great. Before we go on break, let's do a little tour. We have 2 minutes. Take us through each section of the Hazleton Art League, because this is a very impressive building.
This is an amazing spot.
It is.
And as I mentioned, it was a former bank building. So when you walk into the Art League, you come into the foyer, and there you see the donors who contributed to the building of this art center. And then when you go into the main gallery, we have a double height ceiling here with that beautiful stained glass window, and that's where we have new art exhibitions every month. Currently, we have the Allied Artists of Schuylkill County's members show here, and it's really spectacular. Then from the main gallery, you can take a look in our bank vault. And the bank vault is a space where we have extra space to have the exhibition, or we can have an installation, which is something that we've done in the past, which has been really neat. As you go through the Art League, you will pass by the Digital Art Studio, and that's where we can do graphic design and work on computers. And one of the cool things is we just purchased a microscope that has it's a trinocular microscope, which means you have 2 places for your eyes and then 1 for the camera, so you can take digital micro photography. So that's a new thing that we're going to be offering. I'm really excited about that. Then, as you continue, you go into the Children's Art Studio. And the Children's Art Studio is a place where you can get messy and have fun. Then, when you go upstairs, you see yourself in the Painting and Drawing Studio. Now, the Painting and Drawing Studio is a big space, and we can divide that into different spaces. So on the one side, you have the north-facing windows, which allow plenty of shadowy light, if you will. We're here in the boardroom, which is something absolutely amazing, preserved from 1909. It looks the way it did back then.
They don't make it like they used to, right?
No, this is amazing.
Yeah, beautiful stained glass.
Beautiful original
to the
stained
building.
glass. The wood paneling is breathtaking. The mosaic tile floor, the fireplace, it's all amazing. And we can rent out these spaces. So bear in mind that everything that I'm telling you is available for rental. So once you're up here, you can take the elevator down into the Stained Glass Art Studio. And that's the Howard Dice Stained Glass Art Studio, named after the gentleman who got that going at the old Hazleton Art League. And then you have the ceramic studio. So if you want to do pottery on the wheel, and you take it and fire it up and you put the glaze on it. And we have our commercial kitchen, which is organized by the folks at Can Be, which is a subsidiary of Can Do. And that's the kitchen incubator. And if you are an entrepreneur just getting started, you can go through the process by going through the Penn State launch box. They will give you a business plan, and they'll show you how to get things set up. And then you go to Can Be, and they'll help you get all of the licenses and certificates necessary, all of the official documentation, the inspections through the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture. And then you're on your own. $15 per hour. You can come and you sign up for it. It's a shared kitchen. So if you go on to the Hazleton Art League website, which is hazletonartleague.org, there's a tab there for the kitchen, and you'll get all the information necessary. And it's available in Spanish, too.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have some fun. You get to draw. I think we're drawing. Are we drawing?
Oh, we're going to be drawing.
We're going to be drawing.
We're
So
gonna be
stay
drawing.
with us. We're at the Hazleton Art League. All the information that you need is on the website. You're watching the girls here on SSP TV.
Welcome back to the girls. Now we have the interactive part at the Hazleton Art League. If you're just joining us, we are with Mark Peterson. He's been giving us a tour of the Hazleton Art League, and we have selected a model. I guess Jeannine's going to be our model today, because you're going to teach us what? What are we going to do today?
So what we're going to be doing is known as a blind drawing. And that doesn't mean we close our eyes or anything like that, but what it does mean is that we cannot look at our paper. All right, so Jeannine is our lovely model over here, and we are going to draw her without looking, and there will be no cheating. Okay?
No cheating.
And I'm looking at you when I say this.
And I'm looking at you. And we have, one of your interns have joined us today too. We have
Sam over here. We have Sam, who is with us from the Career Link. Thank you so much. I almost forgot that. And he's really been a big help, and he's an artist as well, so it's great to have him on board.
super. And I have my inspirational hat on in case you noticed that. This was my dad's hat. And I had bought this for him on one of my trips to France, and he really, really loved wearing his hat. And one of the things he did at Fritzingertown, where he spent some of his final days, at age 90, he painted this. And some of the things they did there included painting, arts and crafts, and whatever. And so he put his little inspirational hat on, and this is his unfinished painting. He did pass away, and so I have this as a treasured gift. So let's see if I could pull some of his,
So feel the art coming through that work of art.
I think we all have something.
Yeah.
All right, so where do we start?
Okay, so I will count down to 3, and then let's say we'll do it until we think we're done. We'll let each other know. And so pens at the ready. On your mark, get set, go. Oh dear.
How am I supposed to do this without looking? I don't know.
She's cheating.
This is
cheating.
hard. It's really difficult.
Cheating.
I'm not looking, I'm just...
Oh my goodness. Your eye might be where your nose is supposed to be.
That's kind of the thing. I mean, part of the problem is if you take your pen off the paper, you don't know where to go back to it. But you kind of have to.
I can't wait to see Lori. You're better off blind doing it.
Mark said earlier that art begins with a line, and
It
I'm
does.
good at a straight line, but that's about
We'll
it.
see. She's looking. They're both looking.
I'm not looking. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
you're the
you.
monitor. You're here to tell anybody.
I'm not looking,
I'm not looking. And by the way you will see this, you'll know I haven't cheated.
Sam's not cheating.
Sam's an artist.
We'll see how this one turns out.
This is exciting at home, isn't it?
I think I'm done because I don't know what else to do.
Well, a good artist always knows when to quit.
Oh, there you go.
Lori,
I'm
before
quit.
she started.
I'm quitting.
Well, that means I'm the best artist here, right?
That's right.
Blank canvas.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
I think I've had it.
Oh my God.
Now, without showing me, I think we should show everyone's picture to the audience first.
Wow.
And then I'll decide whose is the worst, Lori's, and whose is the best. So Sam, let's show the camera, Sam, yours, but don't show
I'm
me.
just going to turn my whole easel.
Oops.
With my direction, I made it a little bit abstract.
Okay. Lori? I'm framing this one.
Your
in
arms
the
aren't exactly
bathroom.
where they should be with hands that are elsewhere.
Don't let
but
me see your photo yet.
I think I got your hair down, Pat.
I have no idea. It's just like a silhouette.
It's a silhouette, all right.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's great. He got your bottle in there.
That's all that matters. Get the bottle in.
Yeah, well,
So how did we do? Now, how do you know if we did well or not?
I'll let you know. Let's see them.
all right.
I think.
you ready?
Go ahead, Mark. So should I guess
Yeah,
first?
you can take a look.
I think yours is the best and Lori's is the worst.
Aww.
Look at mine.
Well, you were cheating the whole time. Let me see.
I wasn't cheating.
Let me see.
That's great.
Mom's, yours is pretty good. See, I got the hair. I nailed the hair.
It's my interpretation.
Mark got the silhouette, and so did Sam. So the key is
sorta
to keep
got the
your
outline.
pencil. Lori, I'm dying. Your pencil on the paper. Wow. She wanted me to be.
Okay, so who are you going to do now? Who
Oh,
is
who
your
am I
model?
going to draw? I want Lori to draw again, so I can't pick her. Can we draw Sam?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Oh,
We're gonna
Sam,
draw
you'll be the
Sam.
model.
All right, we're going to do it. All right, on your mark, get set, go.
Oh, I didn't even hit the paper. This is not good.
Don't look.
I was looking at your face.
Cheater.
No peeking.
So Sam is used to being a model because he is our model for the life drawing that Jane Bukowski has here at the Art League. And he's been a really excellent model for them because he doesn't move a muscle.
He doesn't make faces like I do.
Whenever they try making me laugh.
So every once in a while we'll get a smile from Sam, but that's about it. And I picked my pen off the paper, so now I don't know where I am.
I don't know where I am either, and I'm on Broad Street.
Okay, I'm done. Oh, this one's.
She's Picasso, I think. Abstract.
I'm tempted to do the chair, but I think I might be making a mistake by doing that.
I can't wait to see your.
I think I'm done.
All right, I'm done. Oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So are you ready for the result?
This is too funny.
Let him to guess first. Let him guess first.
Oh, okay.
He's got to guess which one's the best.
Yeah, which one has the most horrific or best?
Oh, should we turn the reveal them now?
No, let him pick first.
Both of you were very focused, so I'm leaning towards one of you two as having the best.
So we were both very focused.
So you're
Okay.
saying we're disasters over here. Got it. I'll take that role.
I can't wait to see yours.
I'm just gonna say maybe Lori probably.
Really? Wow.
What?
That's
What is that?
wow.
Look at the glasses.
Yeah, you got the glasses.
Oh, you did get the glasses. Your head's a little bit disproportioned from what was supposed to be your body.
On my body.
No, this was supposed to be your beard too.
I got your glasses, your nose, your beard.
Yours
Your
is
skull.
terrible.
I was trying to get your hair.
Mark?
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's really good.
Great.
That is great.
It's a little abstract, but you know, I tried.
Well, I was happy with mine.
To
You
try
can frame it if
and,
you want, Sam.
if you want to try and draw someone without picking your pen up off the, you really have to, it's like those mazes in the Sunday paper. You know, you're trying to get from one point to the other point without.
And you have to you have to think about where are the proportions, and you have to trust yourself to make the right decision.
At least I got your glasses on your nose, I think, but I think that was
I
part of
signed
your
it and
hair.
everything for you. You can hang this. Can we hang this in the Hazleton Art League?
Absolutely not.
Well, look at I put
Yes,
the girls.
yeah. No, you know what? Actually, you can. 100%. That
Look
is
at I
absolutely.
signed it and I put the girls.
That's amazing.
In the children's, right?
It's a celebrity portrait.
There you go. So if someone wants to do any classes, the schedule is on the website.
Yes, our website is hazletonartleague.org.
Okay.
And it's actually available in Spanish, in French, and Ukrainian.
All right. Well, thanks for having us into the Hazleton Art League. We always learn something new.
Thank
Right?
you. And yeah, come back again and again
We'll be
and
back.
again.
It will be better than last time, Lori.
I can't perfect.
See you next time on The Girls.